So there's big news going on in the gaming slash tech sector today, man. Turns out Nintendo just dropped the announcement for the Switch #2. I'm a big fan of the handheld games, especially the Switch. I play almost every day. It's one of my favorites. So I'm super excited to see what they unveil today. If you're into tech, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button, and let's just jump right into it. Okay. Hold up. So it looks like this thing is about to be bigger. Let's tune in. See, that's a good little update. I'm looking forward to that because I know that pressing those buttons on the back and sliding them things down in that tray was not the funnest. So I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see that. Switch 2. Oh, there's more. I like that, bro. Like, it seems like it just snaps into place. Maybe it's magnetic. I'm not sure yet, but we'll definitely find out as they reveal more. But I'm really digging that. Not having you slide it into that rail anymore might be good. You also got a little preview of the brand new docking system. I was hoping that they'd make it a little bit less like. Does it have to cover the screen? I don't know. So it says that the Switch 2 will play some Switch 2 exclusive games as well as the Nintendo Switch. So it will be backwards compatible, thank God. Because if I do update, ooh, look at that size difference on the bottom as well. If you could see, it looks like the Switch 2 is noticeably bigger and the display is also bigger too. So a lot of people, I'm not sure if a lot of people had a gripe about the size of the display on the Switch #1. I thought it was a decent size. Like, it's still pretty substantial. But I guess if you start to compare it to things like the Steam Deck and things by like Asus ROG and even the Lenovo handhelds now, like, I could see there's a little bit of room for improvement. But that's exciting, man. I mean, they didn't give us a whole lot on like the games. I mean, you can see they got a nice little Mario and Luigi game that they're previewing on the bottom there, and of course Mario Kart. Mario Kart seems to be like one of the games that they release pretty much every time they release a new system. There's a new Mario Kart that comes out. If it's not on release, pretty close to release. So that's exciting. I'm actually not the best at Mario Kart. I tend not to play that. So they still use a little button on the back to release the controller, the Joy-Cons. But there's like a little trigger system. And it kind of just, you press it and then it just pops out. I don't know if that's going to be in the way. I feel like that might be kind of like too close to where the trigger buttons are, like for the L and R. But I guess we'll kind of get used to it. We'll see. We'll just see. I also really kind of like the fact that the Switch, where they placed the analog joysticks, they kept it in the same spot. I think that's the best way to set it up, because if you think about it, you don't want to have to reach too far for your joystick on the left or the right. And I think they just placed them in the right spot. On a lot of like the Retroid handheld game systems, they'll put them both at the bottom, and something about that just doesn't feel balanced to me. It might be symmetrical, but it just kind of feels like you're reaching down a little bit too far. And I really like that Nintendo kept that idea intact. Another kind of interesting thing that I noticed on that controller on the Joy-Cons is that there's a little button on the bottom, on the right side. There's a bottom button underneath the home button. I'm not quite sure what that does yet, but maybe they'll either change it to something specific or maybe allow you to customize map that. I don't know. It beats me, but maybe Nintendo will let us know soon. What do you think would be the best use of that button? Let me know in the comments. And the SR and SL buttons are way bigger, bro. Like, I remember not even being able to really push them. Like, they're gonna be usable finally. Especially hands my size, dude. I don't even know how I got by. So it turns out you're not gonna have to use a wireless controller after all. This is extremely exciting, man. If you guys want to see more content like this where we're reacting to big events, things in tech that's going on, make sure you let me know down in the comments. This is kind of a new little format we're trying out. This is the first look trailer of the Nintendo Switch 2. So once there's more details, I'll make sure to find out and keep you guys updated, man. If you like what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's your boy Zeke Digital, and thank you for watching, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.